Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. In this video, I'm doing a quick review of what is probably my favorite Apple accessory in quite a long time. So this is the official Apple MagSafe battery pack. And you may remember when this thing first came out a little while ago, it actually got quite a bit of heat. People said it was overpriced, especially for the battery capacity you get. I actually ended up thinking the opposite. Because of how well this thing is implemented in iOS and the feature set you get and just how well it works with iPhone, I feel like this is one of the better options in terms of a battery pack for the iPhone. So I'm going on a trip here in about a day, and I plan on using this thing every single day on my iPhone, as I'll be out using my phone a lot, taking quite a bit of photos and videos. So I just want to do a quick video review and talk about this MagSafe battery pack and why I feel like it is such a great option for the iPhone. So when you connect the battery, you're going to get this cool little MagSafe animation on your lock screen, and you're also going to hear the sound. So that's not really anything functional, it's just kind of fun to see. In terms of implementation, you also get to see the battery percentage right in the widget, which is useful. So not many battery packs offer this, because if you were to buy just a normal generic MagSafe battery pack off of Amazon, the only way to check the charge on those is most of them have a little button on the bottom, and it will tell you your charge with those little 4 LEDs. And with those LEDs, you can only really tell the charge within about 25%. So it's really nice that because this is made by Apple, it works with the batteries widget, and you're able to see the charge of your battery pack to the percentage. And then another way this is implemented, you can see when it's connected to your iPhone, it's also here inside the settings app. So you can click on it and you can see a bunch of information about the battery pack. You can see there's a firmware version for the battery pack. And this is pretty cool because this thing actually got a firmware update recently, which took it from 5-watt charging to 7.5-watt charging. So that's really cool. Because this thing is made by Apple, when it's connected to your iPhone, it's able to pull software updates over the air. And this thing can actually gain features just like an iPhone can. So that was kind of fun. When this thing got 7.5-watt charging with just a software update, all of a sudden your phone is able to charge up a lot faster using this thing. So that is definitely something that third-party batteries cannot do, is get software updates. So that's another reason why I love this thing so much. Another reason this thing is great is efficiency and heat management. So I've used a bunch of other MagSafe battery packs off of Amazon, and when you use those things, boy, does your iPhone ever get hot. And if you know, one thing that kills batteries is heat. So if you care about preserving the battery health of your iPhone battery, I definitely recommend using the official MagSafe battery pack, because it definitely has temperature control inside the firmware, and some of those other third-party batteries are just making my iPhone so hot when I use them. So like I said, if you care about battery health, this thing is definitely going to be for you. So this battery pack does work on all iPhone 12 and 13 models. However, I just feel like it was made to work with the iPhone mini perfectly. As you can see, it has the exact corner radius of the iPhone, and when you're holding this thing in your hand, it just fits so perfectly. The iPhone alone without the battery pack can feel a little bit small, and this thing just adds that extra grip to make it feel confident in your hand. Maybe it's just my large hands, but whenever I have this thing attached to my iPhone, I actually feel like it's more comfortable than just using the bare iPhone. So how I use the battery pack is overnight I have a lightning cable going into the battery pack itself. This thing can actually work as a standalone MagSafe charger as well. So if you were thinking about buying one of those MagSafe pucks, but you also need a battery pack, this thing can double as both, which is pretty nice. So if I have a day where I think I'm going to need extra battery life, I leave the battery pack on my iPhone and I just unplug the lightning cable from the battery pack. So the iPhone is going to drain down to about 90%, and then once your phone reaches 90%, then the battery pack is going to take over, and then the battery pack is going to drain all the way down to 0. So once the battery pack reaches 0, I then remove it from my phone, and then about in the middle of the day or the late afternoon, I have an almost fully charged iPhone at 90%. So something interesting about this battery pack is this is actually the first Apple accessory to support reverse wireless charging, with sort of an asterisk. So when you have a lightning cable going into your iPhone and you have the battery pack connected, once the iPhone reaches 100% charge, it's then going to start charging the battery pack. It's going to go through the lightning cable and through the charging coil on the glass back of the iPhone, and then it's going to charge the battery pack using that wireless charging coil. So because the iPhone is capable of sending power through the glass back of the iPhone using that coil, it makes me think, why can't we do this with other accessories, even with the iPhone plugged in? It makes me think maybe at nighttime, for example, I could have my iPhone plugged in, I could put it down on its face, and then I could also put my AirPods on the back of my phone, and it could transfer power and charge up my AirPods. It definitely could do this because the AirPods battery is, I think, smaller than the battery pack. So it would actually take less time to charge up the AirPods than it would this thing. So just something to think about. Maybe that's something we have coming in the iPhone 14. But as of right now, this battery pack is the only Apple accessory that supports reverse wireless charging. So that's going to pretty much do it for my quick review of the Apple MagSafe battery pack. I definitely love using this thing, and in my opinion, it is worth the price. Just a few quick thoughts here. If Apple were to ever make an updated version of this, I would love to have the option to charge it via MagSafe. So if we could just attach a MagSafe puck onto the back of this thing to charge it up, as right now the only way we can charge it is Lightning, it would be very convenient just to slap a MagSafe puck on this thing. It'd be a lot easier to charge it at the end of the day. Also, I would love to see some colors instead of just the boring white. Maybe we could have like a red version, a black version, a blue version. That would definitely be fun. It would add some color to our iPhone. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, and also drop a like on this video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael with IDB, and I'll see you next time.